Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So he's lost his voice.
I've lost my voice, in case you can't tell.
I was going to explain it, but even though he's lost his voice, he's still got to explain it.
I can still talk. I'll keep talking till I die.
God.
2 hours on Harinam in the cold weather. Knocked me out somehow.
So we make this short and sweet. I was going to just read myself, but he still insisted, despite having no voice, he's still insisted. I'm going to do it as well. Oh dear. So it's Canto 3, Chapter 18, Text 9. The chapter is entitled The Battle Between Lord Boar and Hiranyaksha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Best harmony ever.
Alright, text 9. The demon who had a wealth of ornaments, bangles, and beautiful golden armor on his body chased the Lord from behind with a great mace. The Lord tolerated his piercing ill words, but in order to reply to him, he expressed his terrible anger. Purport. The Lord could have chastised the demon immediately while the demon was deriding the Lord with ill words, but the Lord tolerated him to please the demigods and to show that they should not be afraid of demons while discharging their duties. Therefore, his toleration was displayed mainly to drive away the fears of the demigods, who should know that the Lord is always present to protect them. The demons' derision of the Lord was just like the barking of dogs. The Lord did not care about it, since he was doing his own work in delivering the earth from the midst of the water. Materialistic demons always possess large amounts of gold in various shapes, and they think that a large amount of gold, physical strength, and popularity can save them from the wrath of the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Fame, wealth, and physical vitality or strength.
It's true though. It's true, especially I remember when I took to Christian consciousness, a lot of relatives, demigod worshippers, Lord Shiva, Lakshmi, Lord Ganesh, and it was like they were freaking out over it. It was almost like, no, wait, it was almost their own insecurities, and they weren't worshipping them for the ultimate good as such. It was more like this, for money. Well, definitely for money, and remove my obstacles so I can get more money and be healthy and enjoy in that way. It's interesting. They weren't worshipping Krishna, Vishnu, anyone.
I understood this statement to be more that, atheistic people, they try to acquire these things because they think it will shield them, as it says, from the wrath of God. So if I have wealth, or if I have physical strength, or if I'm famous, then these things will protect me from, the wrath of God.
Yeah, that
I'm not sure what that has to do with demigod worshippers, but...
Because he mentions the demigods in the purport.
Oh, yeah.
And also, there was I don't want to dwell on it too much, but there was a point, that is the point that you made, that I felt they meaning, not to put down anyone, but the demigod worshippers, they were using that, because there is fear of death, there is fear of getting old age, not having enough money or shelter, and it was like they were using that as a crutch, or shielding from the fear of those things, which is ultimately could be seen as fear of God. This is just a thought. Alright, let's move on. Do you want to read? Oh, you'll talk after, yeah. Text 10. The personality of God has said, indeed, we are creatures of the jungle, and we are searching after hunting dogs like you. What a put down. One who is freed from the entanglement of death has no fear from the loose talk in which you are indulging, for you are bound up by the laws of death. Purport. Demons and atheistic persons can go on insulting the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but they forget that they are subjected to the laws of birth and death. They think that simply by decrying the existence of the Supreme Lord or defying his stringent laws of nature, one can be freed from the clutches of birth and death. In Bhagavad Gita, it is said that simply by understanding the transcendental nature of God, one can go back home, back to Godhead. But demons and atheistic persons do not try to understand the nature of the Supreme Lord. Therefore, they remain in the entanglement of birth and death.
Thoughts?
No, we are searching after hunting dogs like you. Fighting dogs.
We said we are creatures of the jungle.
Yeah.
Because he's in the form of a
Bull.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point. Actually, it was in the previous one that Varahadev ignored the insulting words, because first of all, Hiranyakshas using words like you would with a demoniac person. You know, you want to put someone down and hurt them, and I like this point that was made, that he ignored them like dog. You know, the barking was just like the barking of dogs. I thought that was nice, because sometimes, you know, you can get affected by words and the way people speak, whether to you or about you. And it's this nice reminder that not every battle is a war. You know, if that makes sense. Not everything has to be picked up on. Like, yeah, if there's a dog barking or this, we don't go chase it or reason with or whatever. It's dog barking. That's what they. I just thought that was, you know, it's alright. There's gonna be chitter chatter and it's gonna be talking. Just it's fine, you know. And that's people of a certain nature, and yeah, and it's, you know, Varahadev had something to do, and he was just getting on with his duty, and that was to save the planet Earth and at the same time appease the demigods. Horrible, you know. Yes.
Yeah, a couple of things on that, I guess. If we're happily engaged in something, then we probably won't be so affected by something else, so it behooves us to stay engaged. And the other point you were making about the dogs barking. Prabhupada used to quote this Bengali proverb that the dogs will bark, but the caravan still passes, or the elephant still passes. And he would say, you know, that basically the dogs are barking, but the caravan's going to carry on. It's not going to stop. The elephants are not going to get disturbed by some dogs. And I remember once someone said that to me, and I said, yeah, but what if you want to bark back at the dogs? What if you're so sick of the dogs barking that you want to... Then he said to me, well, then you're not an elephant, you're a dog. So which one are you, an elephant or a dog? Because the elephant won't get disturbed. He'll just keep walking. But if you bark back at the dogs that are barking at you, then he said, you're just a dog. So which one are you, kind of thing.
It's true. Okay, text 11. Certainly we have stolen the charge of the inhabitants of Rasatala and have lost all shame. Although bitten by your powerful mace, I shall stay here in the water for some time, because having created enmity with a powerful enemy, I now have no place to go. Purport. The demon should have known that God cannot be driven out of any place, for he is all-pervading. Demons think of their possessions as their property, but actually everything belongs to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who can take anything at any time he likes. Yes, that's true.
Interesting. It just kind of reminded me of This morning, Tribhangananda gave class at So Street in London, and he made this statement that the atheistic people are very eager to claim the byproducts of God. And he said, like, all these things are byproducts of God. I think the verse was talking about the Garbhodak ocean and how the perspiration of God is there. And so everything has come from God ultimately. So everything's God's byproduct, either liquid or solid or ethereal or air, whatever it is. But he was saying that, so people are so eager to claim that, but these are just the byproducts. Meanwhile, no one wants to claim the byproducts of us, our stool and urine. No one claims those byproducts of us. So this is just the byproducts of God. It's not even the essence. You don't want God, but you want God's byproducts. So why would we want those things? It's like...
That's because we must be hog-like ourselves.
Exactly. There you
go. Okay, text 12. You are supposed to be the commander of many foot soldiers, and now you may take prompt steps to overthrow us. Give up all your foolish talk and wipe out the cares of your kith and kin by slaying us. One may be proud, yet he does not deserve a seat in an assembly if he fails to fulfill his promised word. Purport. A demon may be a great soldier and commander of a large number of infantry, but in the presence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he is powerless and is destined to die. The Lord therefore challenged the demon not to go away, but to fulfill his promised word to kill him. So it's pretty cool actually, because what Lord Varaha's doing is he's standing his ground and he's like, yeah, anyway, I'm this, I'm that. And you're great and you're awesome and you promised to kill me. So come on, boy, come at it, Take me on, right? So cool, That's what he's doing. And he's so stupid, as demons are, that, like, oh, what? Yeah, I did say that, didn't I? Yeah, I'm going to beat this fat boar up. Don't know who the fat boar is. It's true, isn't it?
If you say so, yeah.
We'll read one more.
Well, I like the word kith. I never heard that.
What is kith? Kin and kith? Kinsman?
No, it's like friends, it says. One's friends, acquaintances, and relations.
Kith.
Kith.
K-I-T-H.
Yeah, you said it's kith, not kith.
No,
It's just from South London, isn't it?
Kith.
It says calf, saf, kith. No, it's kith.
Kith. Like Keith.
Not Keith, mate. Okay, last one.
Text 13. Sri Maitreya said, the demon being thus challenged by the personality of Godhead became angry and agitated, and he trembled in anger like a challenged cobra. Cobra. A cobra is very fierce before ordinary persons, but before an enchanter who can play with him, he is a plaything. Do you get that point? That means Varaha played him. Similarly, a demon may be very powerful in his own domain, but before the Lord he is insignificant. The demon Ravan was a fierce figure before the demigods, but when he was before Lord Ramachandra, he trembled and prayed to his deity, Lord Shiva, but to no avail. Mm-hmm. There you go. Pretty cool, isn't it? It's like,
what's cool?
You can imagine this scene Varaha there is just setting him up to bust him up. It's like, go on, come at me. You've got to fulfill that. And he's winding him up. And because when you have, if you're a demon or have demoniac tendencies, you fall for that because you're so covered. So then you think, yeah, of course I can take you on. Yeah, of course I'm all that. Yeah, yeah. And then that's when guaranteed you're going to get hurt,
He should be like a street fighter and announcer or something. No, he's gonna get hurt and everything. You could do it in a voice like this and everything. It sounds normal, innit?
So, in my own voice.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm doing. Hare Krishna.
All right.
So we'll conclude there.
Yeah,
Okay.
hopefully next time we read.
I'll have a voice, but I didn't let myself not speak.
I know, exactly. Like I
have a
said,
voice.
I was going to read this alone. Put a picture of him next to me. Or like cut, in the footage you can superimpose it. But no chance. He was like, what? No. No, I'm going to read it and all. I hope you understood what he said, by the way. I'm not putting subtitles because it's too much work for me, but...
I was pretending then.
Oh, sure.
See y'all later now.
Alright, everyone, have a nice weekend.
Hare Krishna.
Wrap up warm, take care, and be safe from Omicron.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Grant to us Srimad Bhagavatam ki.
Jai.
If you want to say, let us know, please. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Grant to us Srimad Bhagavatam ki. Jai.